Coming to you live from pre-recording settings all over lockdown LGAs, we welcome one and all to our Week 3 Assembly.
I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and we pay our respect to their elders past, present and emerging, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the cultures and the hopes of Indigenous Australia.
And now let's hear from our principal, Mr. So.
Good morning, gentlemen. I hope you and your families are keeping very well and very safe during the lockdown period. I'm sure, like myself and the staff at Tech, you've been keeping a very keen eye on the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Initially, what I thought was probably not the best idea to hold an international event in just one city in a pandemic has turned out to be quite successful. Fine enough for all of us spectators, but what about the competitors? And let's look at the athlete's point of view. And this is where I make the analogy to you, the students at Sydney Tech. And I want to think of you yourself, as an elite athlete. You are a finely tuned machine. You're determined, you're hardworking, and you do all your exercises. You strive for perfection. And finally, you are single-minded on attaining the ultimate prize, gold. And at Tech, it's the highest ATAR for Year 12 possible. Preparations are going exceedingly well, and the games coincide with global pandemic. Despite this, you decide to continue on your journey for gold. And in addition to the pressures of competition, measures that aim to reduce the spread of the virus means that you will have less opportunities to de-stress. Physical interaction with other athletes will be discouraged, and competitors will be requested to not visit places other than training venues and accommodation. The Olympic Village, Sydney Tech, where many events usually take place, will certainly be a lot quieter. Such restrictions could affect the athletes' well-being, and many athletes may feel isolated. Athletes will need empathy, understanding, and support to ease the sense of loneliness. Athletes should try to stay connected to each other, albeit in a virtual setting. A Wellbeing Hub has been set up in the Olympic Village, Sydney Tech, as an online event for athletes and coaches, and is highly encouraged that all athletes check into the Wellbeing Hub every morning to attend and participate each training session as well, your classes, with your coach, your class teacher, every day to stay in optimal shape for competition. Positive wellbeing is also an important facet of making sure everybody can perform their best at the Olympics. Further, I'm sure with explicit instruction of the experienced coaches, wellbeing support at the hub, athlete drive, determination and grit, all athletes this year will attain their individual gold medal in their arena. Gentlemen, go for gold. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. So. Here's Ambrose Constantinidis giving the Vice Captain's address.
G'day boys, and welcome to our second virtual assembly. Now on Monday, as I sat on my beanbag on my 10th study break, I found out that I was going to be doing today's address. And as usual, I had a mixed reaction. The first was, great, I get to spread a positive message with the boys. The second reaction was, oh my gosh, what do I talk about? Because as all of you know, lockdowns put everything on pause. And I know we're all so sick about hearing COVID-19 and lockdown, we just wish it didn't exist anymore. So I went with my backup plan. And I literally Googled World Awareness Days. And lo and behold, I found the perfect thing to talk about for today's address. And that is World Friendship Day, which is tomorrow. I know the name makes it sound really, really corny. I mean, World Friendship Day. But even right now, friends are just so amazingly important in our lives. Because it's the small things that your mates do that really make high school worth it. It can be the littlest thing. It can be when they call you and tell you you forgot a Zoom lesson. It could be when they send you a message asking you to play some Minecraft with them. Or it could be when they shout you some KFC on your birthday. And it's not just the little things that friends support each other and help each other get through. It's the big things too. And I know this as a truth because last year my grandfather died, and to say the least, I was shaken. And as soon as my friends found out, I immediately got all these messages asking if I was okay and telling me if I needed to talk, I could talk to my friends. And honestly, as you can tell, that it really stuck with me because it made me appreciate how amazing it is to have friends. I know this started with a desperate Google search for awareness days, but I hope it ends with something a little bit more profound. The realization that your friends can be the light in the dark and help you get through the hardest of times. And we're in one of the hardest of times right now in lockdown. And right now, it's incredibly important to remember that you're that friend too. So call a mate, check up on them, invite them to play a game with you, and stay connected. Because manners don't completely make it the man. It's your friends that do too. So happy World Friendship Day, boys, and have a good one.
And now a message for Year 7 from Mr. Nan.
Hi, Year 7. I hope you are safe and well. It is your third week of online learning, and I'm very proud of you guys. You have been very mature. You've been very switched on. You've been very polite. Remember to sign in on Year 7 Hub every single morning and check out some of the activities that are posted on during the day. There's plenty to do, and it's a really great opportunity for you to interact with your classmates. Also, remember, take some time off. Go exercise. Have a chat with your friends.
Do some arts and crafts. Eat some good food. And stop playing video games.
I look forward to seeing you guys in person back at school some point in the near future. But for now, enjoy the rest of your assembly.
It's Year 8's turn now. Let's hear from Mr. Davis.
Hi boys, just a quick message from me today. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're looking after yourselves out there in lockdown, right from staying on top of your work to eating well and getting some physical activity in throughout the day. I know the eating well and the physical activity is a bit harder in lockdown, but you know, it's hard work. It is a bit of a grind, but that always pays off, you know, so do your best and look after yourselves. From Year 8, boys, really proud of you guys. You're doing an excellent job right from the start of the morning where you're getting up and answering those attendance or roll call questions. It shows me that you are taking the initiative to get up in the morning and get your day organised. So great work. We've also had a bit of fun on our Google Classrooms. Whether it's the activities I post or Mrs. Peachy or Mrs. Cox, you're all getting involved and it's great to see. My highlight is from our song suggestions activity. I followed the lead from a couple of other year advisors on this one, so I'm sure each year group probably has a few funny stories on this one. But look, my highlight when I put up that activity for song submissions for our playlist, I had Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, nominated, I think, 6 times in the first half an hour. Once I informed all of Year 8 that Rick Astley was in fact on the playlist, they continue to recommend him another 4 to 5 times just to make sure. So, boys, those interactions and stuff are so important that you guys are having a bit of fun outside of your classroom and staying in touch. So I really encourage that for all your groups, especially Year 8, you know, stay involved in those activities. If a techie is out there looking out for you throughout lockdown has done something, no matter how big or small, that's really helped you stay on top of things or helped you stay on top of your well-being, make sure you get on and give them a nomination for Techie of the Term, because I really look forward to, at the end of this term, hearing those encouraging stories of you guys looking out for each other and supporting each other to help all techies get through. I think we're doing a great job. If for any reason, you know, you want to have a chat with someone, you're not feeling as motivated, or you just feel like you need a chat, remember there's more strength in speaking out and seeking some support. So remember your advisors and stuff are there, and I'm sure your teachers are giving you plenty of good advice and offering a lot of support as well. So stay safe, boys. That's it from me. Great job so far, and keep it up. All right.
morning, boys. Welcome to another edition of our COVID-style assemblies. I'm putting together this message from a very, very, very eerie school grounds that unfortunately for a little bit longer we're not going to be able to see each other on. Difficult times. We're getting used to it. Hang in there, fellas. Remember, your well-being and your learning are the types of things that you really do need to focus on. We know it's at least another 4 weeks. Focus on the positives. Try and find opportunities of personal growth, academic growth, social growth. Reach out to your friends, reach out to your loved ones. We're all in it together. I know you miss tech. I miss you. And guess what? Tech misses you as well. I've got a little slideshow now for you just to remind you of all the things here at Tech that are missing you and are looking forward to seeing you again soon. See you, fellas. Messages for the year groups will continue. Now it's Year 9 and Mr. Cashier.
Hi Year 9, welcome to a virtual assembly, another one. Take 2, hopefully you've all can see it this time. Last Friday was a capacity crowd of 500. Anyway, Parent-Teacher Day was today. I had a great time meeting all your parents. Firstly, I just want to go through a few things. It's fantastic the way you guys are adjusting to online learning, considering all the challenges that have been thrown at you. I hope the workload's not too much. One thing that keeps coming up in our parent-teacher interview was that a lot of parents are very concerned about screen time and how much usage that you're spending on the computers and your phone. So please be mindful of that. I just want to make sure that you're getting a regular sleep pattern. Okay, make sure you're not becoming a vampire, staying up all night, sleeping all day. Please have a regular sleep pattern. We've got 4 more weeks of COVID to go. 4 long weeks. Oh yeah, it's going to be long. Now, after that, one thing that I'm sure a lot of you are asking is the Year 9 camp. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to say it's officially cancelled due to COVID. We just cannot take the dates, and B, even if we do come back this year, all the other dates are booked up at the camp. So when we do get back, I'll be having a meeting with the welfare teachers, and we'll be seeing what we can do in trying to get you another camp lined up. So just bear with this on that topic. What else can I discuss with you guys? Oh yeah, I just want to make sure that you guys are with the role attendance. I'm very happy, and a lot of teachers, including Mr. Gridham, has commended how well you guys are getting up and making a habit of logging in every morning and with your classes. So congratulations, you're doing a great job. However, 4 weeks to go, we've just got to keep it up. Okay. If any of you guys are running into any problems, I have spoken to a few students already on the phone, and I'm here to help. So if you're finding it a bit overwhelming, or if it's a bit too much, please send me an email or send me a message on the hub, and I will address that for you. And I'm here to help out in any way I can. Anyway, Year 9, have a great week, assembly, whatever it's going to be. Hope you're getting out and getting some exercise. I know I'm trying to. It's very difficult. I know that. I'm becoming very lazy. Anyway, have some fun, guys, on the weekend. Kick a ball. Try and get some type of healthy habits going. We've got 4 long weeks left of this. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and be kind to your parents. See you guys.
Thanks, Mr. Cashier. Now, Miss Steele will address her Year 10 students.
Good morning, Sydney Tech community. Miss Steele reporting in as Year 10 Year Advisor. I'm so impressed with how Year 10 have started the term. It's certainly not how we all expected it, but I think we've shown our resilience in being able to adapt to the new learning environment as quickly as we have. Some interesting wellbeing experiences over the last 3 weeks. Year 10 have created a wonderful shared Spotify playlist, and a surprising number of votes for Rick Astley showed up in amongst the Year 10's favourite songs. It's been interesting listening for us all. A big week this week with academic advisor interviews, where all of Year 10 have sat down with Mr. Mouzakis, Mrs. Cox, Mrs. Peachy and myself, and had really lengthy conversations about the subjects that they're going to choose for Year 11 and 12. It's impressive to see just how prepared and focused Year 10 are, and I feel so lucky to have been able to have those conversations with each of you this week. It looks like we're settling in for the long haul, but I hope to see all of you 10 soon again in person. Have a lovely restful weekend and step away from your computers.
And now let's hear from Miss Cox and the Wellbeing Wednesday update.
Hi boys, I've just come in from doing my Wellbeing Wednesday workout, and I'm really pleased to see that all of you are engaging in Wellbeing Wednesday afternoon in some way, shape or form. Congratulations to Anthony Nguyen, Jordan Wang, Cheyenne, Michael Luo, Andy Zhang, Sukrit, Lalit, Ninton, and so many others who have sent in their photographs of their Wellbeing Wednesday activity. A big congratulations to last week's winner, Nicholas Murado, who sent me in a photo of him playing soccer. Our staff winner for last week was Miss Zois, who sent me in a photo of her walking. This week, congratulations to Edward He from Year 8 and his mum, who sent in a photo of themselves cooking. And our staff winner, Miss Ryan, who sent me in a video of her doing an Xbox workout with her cute little daughter. Now you can engage in so many things. It doesn't have to be physical activity. It can be reading a book and sitting under a tree. It can be connecting with family, but it just needs to be some time off the screen. So get into it, boys. Keep sending in those photos, and I'll look forward to drawing next week's winner.
Hello, Year 11. Congratulations on making it to the end of week 3 of term 3 2021 online learning. It's been reported to me that you have been doing a really great job with your online learning, your Zooming and your work submissions. Please ensure that you do keep up to date with all of that, because next year, which begins for you, next academic year, begins for you in term 4, and that is going to be your most important schooling year, the HSC. So let's hone the skills that we need for that right now. Thank you also to the students. You've all been involved in the Wellbeing Hub, taking part in the lockdown leadership team, taking part in the Jersey Committee, and also in the SRC elections. And I think this is a pretty unique historical time. And you would be the first year group at Sydney Technical High School to be doing those SRC elections during a pandemic lockdown. So that'll be a wonderful story for you to tell in the future. If you're having any troubles with your schoolwork, please reach out to me, your teachers, to each other. We're all here to help. Keep submitting your photos for Wellbeing Wednesday. It's lovely to see you all. And I look forward to walking down the A Block corridor in the mornings and seeing you all again in person as soon as it's safe to do so. Until then, stay safe in your houses, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of your Year 9 photos behind me.
Miss Bilton will now address her Year 12 students.
Hi Year 12. So there's been a lot of announcements in the media in the last week around returning to school and trials across the state. So whilst there's been a lot of speculation about what's been happening, please know that the school's going to be your best source of information. So keep an eye out on our Google Classroom for any announcements about your upcoming assessments and beyond. Please know that the school's here to support you. I totally understand that this is going to be a really stressful time and the uncertainty is really going to be impacting quite a lot of you. But the school is here to support you, and any decision that's made is going to be made in your best interest. Try and take your minds off things by getting involved in some of the stuff that's happening around the school virtually. So things like Sydney Tech Olympics, Wellbeing Wednesdays, Techie of the Term nominations. It's our one and only chance to nominate someone, so please get those names in via the Google form for a friend that you would like to nominate. As well as all the activities that are happening on our Google Classroom. It's such a great way for you guys to communicate with one another. I love seeing the banter in the comments. I love hearing, the songs that you've been listening to whilst in lockdown and the activities that you've been getting up to as a way to distract yourself from the lockdown. So please keep it up, guys. It's really important and it's going to help us get through this really difficult time. Also, Year 12 references were due this week, so you need to have had them submitted via TechNet. Get those in, and if you're having any issues, send me an email. That's really important because your teachers will be starting to write your Year 12 references soon. Lastly, guys, I'd just like to encourage you guys to continue talking to one another, encourage each other to stick to it in online learning. We're so close to finishing, and we really need to be there to support one another as we finish up. You've done such a great job with online learning again, and I've been so proud of what you've been able to do given such difficult times. I know in the next coming weeks you're going to be continuing to do your best, so keep it up, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thanks, Miss Bilton. Here's the sports report with Mr. Werner.
Hi boys, Mr. Werner here with a bit of a sport update. Well, what a time to be alive, eh? I get to go to bed with my Sydney Tech socks on. I get to work all day with my Sydney Tech socks on. I don't have to take my Sydney Tech socks off. So I'm just going to give you a bit of an update on what's happening in the world of sport. Now, in the terms of school sport, there's not much I can tell you. What's happened so far is nothing's been cancelled and everything's been postponed. So we're supposed to have our all schools cross-country carnival. We were supposed to have our regional athletics carnival. All that has been postponed. The zone has postponed all of our grade sport, and there's no answers to the questions so far about whether or not they're going to get up and running again. If I had to have a guess, I'd say winter is pretty much in doubt, and with fingers crossed, we might get back up and running for summer. Hopefully we get back this term. We might need to do a bit of sport like we did last year when we didn't really play anyone. So without a sport report, I thought what I might do is give you guys a little bit of a insight to what I've been doing. Now, as you all know, the Olympics has been on and it's provided me with all sorts of inspiration. So here we have one of Australia's new most famous athletes, 48 years old, 6th Olympics. That is some sort of an amazing effort. Now, what's this done to me? Now, I'm 49, 1 year older. How amazing is that? I'm thinking with Brisbane 2032 coming up, I'm all sorts of chance to maybe start training, get motivated, probably get there. So what have I done? I'm thinking along the lines of Brisbane 2032. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So what have I done? I started to think about what I'd compete in Brisbane 2032. What can I start training for? And I thought I'd ask some of Sydney Tech's finest the same question. So I did the old survey. Let's survey as many of the important staff as possible and see what they would compete at the Olympics. Now, let's see which of the most important staff in Sydney Tech. Oh, there they are. The PD Health PE staff, eh? What would they do in Brisbane 2032? Okay, we're going to start training for it now. Oh, there's the Kemp, Matthew Longbao Kemp, representing the Chinese Republic as an archer. He's most likely to shoot at small targets. Well done, Mr. Kemp. Start practicing now. All right, second in line here. Oh, Aussie. Davis. The boy from the bush is back in town. The weightlifter with those muscles and those red hair. We don't want him anywhere outside. So let's get him training up for weightlifting in Brisbane 2032. All right. Oh, Mr. Carter, Rod there, Carter. Let's use that height to his advantage. He's going to join the dream team. Look at him throw down that dunk. I can see Mr. Carter in basketball in 2032. All right, who have we got up next? That's the PE stuff. Oh, a special guest, Pakistan Granovsky, the Kazakhstan wrestler, Greco-Roman wrestling, right up the alley of Mr. Grinham. I'd say for sure Mr. Grinham's got a good chance in the heavyweight category in 2032. One more person I asked, what could Mr. Werner do in Brisbane 2032? He'll be approximately 60 years old. Let's hope that he's still alive and not in a hole in the ground. So what would Mr. Werner think he would probably be most suited to do? Nothing. He would be the official mascot of 2032. Wobbly the Wallaby Werner. Okay, every Olympics needs a good mascot. Mr. Werner thinks he can be the mascot in Brisbane 2032. Does anyone think that a wallaby in a koala outfit's a little bit weird? Well, I guess that sums it up. All right, boys, signing out. I hope that gives you guys a little bit of motivation to basically go train, go do something. Anyone can do it. Motivation for Brisbane 2032. My biggest goal for the rest of the year and for the rest of my time at Sydney Tech is to have a Sydney Tech Olympian. Let's go for Brisbane 2032. Remember, the best clothing item all week is your socks. Check out, boys. Take care.
Hi there, everyone. I hope that we're dealing with the stress of lockdown well. I hope that we are being able to get our online learning done, as well as taking some of the benefits of spending a lot more time at home, such as spending time with your family over here. All right, having an easy commute and also having a little bit of time for relaxation. Personally, I've been enjoying some time with some nostalgic video game comfort food, right, as a way to relax between planning your lessons, and I hope that everyone's being able to find that time to relax themselves alongside keeping on top of the weird style of new work that you're doing. All right, see you guys.